What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy, your pal, HeyArcher. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, definitely want to like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos, because I always forget to say that. But no longer. I will say that every single time. Special guest today on HeyArcher, episode 154. I've been blasting this video for days on end, months on end. I think I played it probably 10 times in one of the HeyArcher lives, if I remember correctly. But I had to get the man on the show because we had to talk about it. So, ladies and gents, in the house today for HeyArcher 154, our man, Todd Brown. Welcome to HeyArcher. How you doing, my friend?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Good, good. I am so pumped to have you on this show.
I'm glad to have you, man. I'm honored to be on the show, man. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. So just for the sake of people, in case they have not seen the video and live under a rock, I'm gonna I'll roll out the first one just to give them a reminder of the majesticness that is this video. Let's take a look.
Bro, Tool just came out with a new song.
Oh, word? Bet.
Macaroni, alimony. The pony slips upon the cow. Whispers milk horrendous leopards. Bashful camels punching lizards. Preheat the oven for 5 to 10 minutes. 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 Ross and Rachel, we're on a break. Ross and Rachel, we're on a break. Ross and Rachel, we're on a break. Ross and Rachel, we're on a break.
Love it. I love it. All right, so you need to walk me through this. Actually, you know what? Let's go back a step. I always ask, since we are all nerds here, what was that first thing that you got nerdy about that made you a nerd?
Oh, man. I would have to say Power Rangers, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. Ever since I started watching them, I just got hooked, and I kept watching the seasons like consistently and stuff, and learning the morphin movements and learning the theme songs and going into debates about all the Power Rangers and stuff. And then it went from Power Rangers to Digimon to comics to Batman and pretty much anything on TV that you could nerd about. I was all over that as a kid.
Mm-hmm. So we were talking actually before this show started, but I mean, just so the audience can hear, what is your favorite season of Power Rangers?
My favorite season of all time is Lost Galaxy.
Really?
Yes. Oh my God. I remember watching it coming home from school. My mom would get through watching Jerry Springer. It moves on the Power Rangers and stuff.
Yeah.
And the Magna Defender.
Okay.
Oh my God, I absolutely loved him. The first Power Ranger I ever seen with a cape. Yeah. And I thought that was like the most badass thing ever. So like I would be outside just reciting the episodes and doing his movements and stuff. And yeah, I would still watch it every now and then, but every time I watch it, I go back to that 7-year-old kid, just like
Was that your first season that like you started with, or like you?
Oh no, I watched from beginning to beginning to the end.
Yeah. That's legit. So I was watching the other day Turbo, and I forgot how terrible that movie was. Because I don't know what I was thinking. I think I'm 20 minutes in, and I really feel like I should finish it, but I just can't do it.
It's crazy though, because we thought that was like the most awesomest thing ever as a kid, but growing up and watch it now, it's like, why did I like this?
It was. I think it's the graphics. I really think it must have been the graphics that we were like, oh, it must be good.
And the acting is terrible.
Oh God.
You're not going to get me. Yes, I will.
But the thing, you know, what was cool about it was one of the rare, like, kid-based movies that the movie actually linked to the TV show. Because, like, most things they didn't. Most things were separate. Like, the other day I was watching Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Like, that's kind of its own thing. The first Power Ranger movie, its own thing. The Dragon Ball Z movies, the OG Dragon Ball Z movies, they were their own thing.
Oh, yeah.
So are you an anime head as well?
I used to be. I kind of fell off. I really hate that I did, but I used to be really into anime as a kid. I think during college I kind of like fell off. I'm trying to get back into it. All of my friends are anime heads, and they always recommend me to watch stuff. So,
what was something that you did enjoy? Like, was Dragon Ball Z like your Bible, like it was for me?
Oh yeah. We watched that. Me and my cousin used to watch it on Toonami all the time. Yep. I was really into SD Gundam. Oh wow. And Yu Yu Hakusho, like the old school ones. Yeah, that was my thing. I always like to binge those when I can.
I started watching Yu Yu again because I never finished it, but I was like, right now I'm like struggling with episodes. Like I watched them kind of here and there, and I didn't realize that everybody kind of felt the same way. Where like after that initial Spirit World tournament, it was kind of like, I don't want to say trash, but it's not like that good. Do you feel that way too? Like it's just up to that initial?
Yeah, I think it was like kind of running into the ground after the tournament, you know? It was tolerable, but I guess, you know, watching it now, it's kind of like, that's probably to watch it, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist?
I haven't. I've been seeing it for years, and I just never like sat down and just watched it. I heard it was really good. I heard the live action movies are pretty bad though. Is that true?
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Because you know what it is, when they do the anime movies, they try to take like, you know, they'll take a whole season and try to do that in 2 hours. Like it doesn't translate like that.
No, I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it. I would have been very upset.
Yeah, you do need to watch it. The question that always comes up with Full Metal though, like, so they made Full Metal Alchemist, and at a certain point, like they were doing like almost every episode like per the manga, to my understanding, because I didn't read the manga, and it was like, oh, it was a long show, but at a certain point, the manga goes one direction, the show goes another direction, and the other direction, I still thought it was good, but everybody like hated it, and the company was like, all right, well, we're gonna do the manga version, so they relaunched and did Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And that one, they actually like even shortened down the show. So like as you're watching it, there's episodes where in the original that was like 20 episodes deep, and on this one it's like 4. Wow. So it's actually it's easy to watch all of Brotherhood, but I always wonder, is it a better value to watch the original one and then see how much better Brotherhood is, or just go straight to Brotherhood, you know?
Mm-hmm. Where do you watch it? Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it might still be on Netflix. If it's not there, then it's on maybe Amazon. Okay. Because Full Metal like is one of those anime that it's always on an app, like not just like Crunchyroll, like it's on the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I might check that out tonight. I'm not doing nothing tonight. So.
There you go. So then, going into Tool, talk to me about your music selection, because I feel like now you're officially, if the audience has not picked up on it, we're blurs together in this whole thing. But you also seem to be potentially a metalhead, or maybe more grunge. But talk to me about that. Like, what kind of like rock do you consider yourself like your favorite, and like what got you into it?
Oh, well, my favorite all time is grunge and alternative.
Okay.
My mom actually got me into it. She was trying to like listen to different things on the radio and stuff besides rap. I used to be a really huge rap fan. Yep. I couldn't stand rock, believe it or not. Huh. But then the more I listened to what my mom listened to, the more I started to like it. Yeah. My first band that I ever got into was Stained.
Really?
Yeah. It's Been a While came on the radio. Yeah. And I was, I didn't understand the lyrics at first, but it kind of like got me. It had me in my feels. So I was like, wow, I need to listen to more of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I kept, listening to different things, and I found out my dad listened to Sting and the Police.
Wow.
And U2 and Coldplay and Led Zeppelin. So I was like, where was this music been? You know?
Yeah.
And that kind of got me into wanting to play music. I started playing drums at 8. Then I started moving to guitar.
Yep.
And around age 15, I discovered Nirvana.
Oh.
We was me and my mom was driving to the library, and I caught the end of "Smells Like Teen Spirit." And the lyric, after the solo, he was like singing. His voice got to me a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, "Mom, what is this?" She was like, "That's Nirvana. You don't know Kurt Cobain?" I was like, no.
Yeah.
So I went to the library and pretty much looked up all of his songs and, looked up his history of Nirvana and looked up, I learned Nirvana, and I was like, this is the type of music that I want to play. I want to be like a grunge type artist.
Yeah.
And Nirvana really pushed me to pursue music, and play. But, my taste varies. I can go from alternative and grunge to 50s music to 60s to 70s. It's very diverse, but I do like metal a lot though. I was a real metalhead in high school.
It's when you said Stained, all I could think of, and I'm pretty sure it's Stained, isn't it? They have the song like, I just wanted someone to talk to. You were just too busy with yourself. Wasn't that Stained?
No, I don't think that was Stained. No.
God, who was that? Because there was like this moment where it was like anybody who sounded like Creed got a music video on MTV2. So like it was Stained, Creed,
Girl.
Yeah. Oh, it was like Cold Something, not Cold Chamber. It's like Cold Something that had a song. I had them all on my mini disc player. I remember that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember those days. Wow.
But it's funny, even like you saying you went to the library. On one of the episodes, I was talking to somebody about like back in the day, like I guess we're old now that we have to say it like that, but like back in the day when you wanted to discover something, like you had to put like effort in to go get it. There was no just go online and just get it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, what was that like then being because I think for all of us it's different. Like for you, what was it like being like that black kid who all of a sudden went from rap to now you're telling everybody the gospel of electric instruments? Like, what was that like?
Oh my God. It was so weird. It was weird at first to people because I'm from a small town. It's a very closed-minded area. So it's like when a black dude is listening to rock, it's like, okay, I'm with it, but it's a little weird.
Yeah.
I would tell people would like to assume what I listen to, and then when I give them a list, they're like, "Oh my God, what?
Yep.
How do you know that?"
Yep.
But it's just one of those things where like I don't see color when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Because music touches everybody.
Yeah.
And that was the thing I was trying to like tell people, like you don't have to be a certain color to listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel it, you feel it. That's how I was.
Yeah, no, and that was always the weird part because it was like, even, I don't know the name, I don't know who that band is, but Childish Gambino, like when he has that lyric, like when you're like the black kid at the Uvion concert or whatever, but like,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
like I just want to wear short shorts and be at this concert, but everybody just thinks like you're trying to be something you're not because you like it, Yeah,
I would like. I have a lot of white friends, so we would like sing songs together. I go along with them.
Yeah.
Like the black kids are like, how do you know that? Like what? It was just weird to them, but it felt normal to me. And when they thought, and when the white kids saw me, listening to it, they were like, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know the one for me in the Bronx that like kind of merged all the worlds together was Linkin Park. Like when Linkin Park came out, that was my intro to rock. Like it was, I grew up in a really like super Christian household, and my rap like knowledge was Christian rap, like DC Talks. Like that was all I knew rap. I had bought a Jay-Z cassette tape for a kid for a Christmas exchange.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, we should listen to this first to make sure it's okay to give it to him. And no, didn't happen. So my friends, like, one of my buddies gave me this CD, and it, you know, he wrote on it like LP, and he was like, oh, you should check this out. Like, this is really dope. And I put it in, and I was like, what is happening? Like this, my mind was just like,
I absolutely love Linkin Park. I was introduced to Linkin Park in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
My friend TJ, he let me borrow Minutes to Midnight. And I was just like, I was mind blown. Then I listened to Hybrid Theory.
Oof.
I was like, oh man, where have y'all been?
Yeah.
What's your take on Collision Course?
So I'm mixed on it, right? Like I think I only like one song, The Door Off Your Shoulder, whatever they mixed that with. But I think I liked more what it represented and more of it like just opening that door,
right?
Than the actual album,
right?
Because even the other day, I was like, I should just download Linkin Park again. I downloaded everything, and I didn't. It's funny, they lost me at Minutes to Midnight, like as somebody like going with them as the albums were coming out. You know, we had Hybrid Theory, then they made Reanimation, so you're like, all right, we had the remix of that. Then they came out with Meteora, which was a big deal. And then we were like, all right, the next one's probably going to be like a remix thing. And then they had Collision Course, and I was like, eh. And then when Minutes to Midnight came out, there was only one song that to me was like hard. And I was like, oh, what is all this stuff? They're just like singing everything. Like, no, like yell. But
I like
yell. Man. I'm like, you're not yelling enough. But it was one of those where now, like, as I'm older, I'm like, oh, they're the people who wrote that album. Those are not the same guys who wrote Meteora. Those are not the same guys that wrote Hybrid Theory. And now even you're thinking back to like when concerts were a thing. Like now you're that band that's playing songs that almost like has to echo these huge arenas. And that album has lots of songs that you're like, yeah, in a huge arena, this would sound amazing. So I like appreciate now Meteora, Minutes to Midnight and all the rest of it, like Seven Sons or whatever. Like I appreciate those albums now after the fact.
I like how Collision Course really brought everybody together.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty cool thing. Like I listened to that in middle school, and like you would hear like black and white kids talk together, like, yeah, bro, that Jay-Z and Linkin Park were just let's be friends, you know.
No,
I miss those days, man.
And that was it. Like it was like it did so much like culturally, whether it was good or not, you know.
Right.
But you're right too. Like even kids talking music like that and like sharing music like that. Like now it seems like everything's like kind of the same and rock music's like out, but you're right. Those are good old days where you had to like give somebody a cassette or give them a CD or something. Like
that's how I got to, you know, get to know different people. Like I'd get my friends like, hey, show me what to listen to. Yeah. And sometimes it was like a hit or miss, but most of the time it was a hit.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite bands were just, you know, listening to them out of curiosity.
What was your first concert?
My first concert was back in 2013. It was 3 Days Grace, Shinedown, and POD.
And POD?
Yeah.
Wow. POD. That's a 90s concert.
I caught 3 Days Grace after Adam left.
Okay.
I was so mad.
Yeah.
But the concert wasn't bad though. POD did the best at that show.
Yeah. That was my first intro into like a Christian band that no one knew was Christian. POD.
POD's Christian?
Pretty sure they're like Christian undertones in their music. Like when they made that song, like the Zion song, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's the Zion song for the Matrix," but they were like, I think, actually talking about heaven.
You know, you may be on to something. See, you told me something today.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to POD again. just to, oh wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but like just like Creed was they were trying to be like that Christian undertone, but then you find out they're all like freaking alcoholics and like, you know, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. But I'm a big
Creed fan. I get a lot of crap for it, but I like Creed.
They're good.
Thank you.
It's good.
I don't know why people hate on Creed, Nickelback. Yeah, those are Five Finger Death Punch. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, they're not that bad. I'm like, they just. Yeah.
I can explain. I think at least 2 out of the 3. So Creed. I don't know. I think just Scott Stapp looking at him kind of frustrates people. I don't know why. Nickelback is just fun to hate. Like Nickelback is another level of like. I remember they covered I think Enter Sandman or something, and I was like, they're like good. Like and then what was it Scott Kroger or whatever Kroger? Chad Kroger. Mm-hmm. When they did the song for Spider-Man. Like, oh yeah, he's good. I'm like, he's actually pretty good. Yeah, but it's fun to hate Nickelback. Like, it's like I don't know what it is. I don't justify when they threw rocks at the dude when he was on stage that time, but it became like this thing to like you gotta hate Nickelback. Like, you just have to.
They had some bangers though.
They did.
You know,
and that's the thing. I can listen to them and be like, that's a good song. But I still hate you though.
Like I like you, but I hate you at the same time.
Yeah. I like you. I don't fuck with you, but I like you.
See, I like Chad Kroger when he looked like Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't like the Lance Bass haircut.
Yeah, no.
Effect.
No.
But I can't deny though, some songs that they made today and like a few years back. A few of them were good, but the rest of them were just too popish for me. I don't do pop too much. So.
Yeah. And then so Five Finger Death Punch. The reason people hate them, I think, is when I think Five Finger Death Punch, I think of somebody who has that new Chad Kroger haircut, only drinks Mountain Dew, and has fire paint things on his car and his truck, and like ice tips on his hair. Like, I just think that. I think the douchiest like UFC fan when I think Five Finger Death Punch, and I don't know why, but I think the world does too.
I thought you were talking about Offspring fans for a minute, but
same, yeah, probably the same. You're probably like, hey, what kind of metal do you like? And they're like, I like, as far as metal goes, I like Smash Mouth, I like Offspring, and I like Five Finger.
What I don't get though, the people that a lot of people used to jam Five Finger Death Punch with me all the time.
Yeah.
Like every day in school.
Yeah.
Like we would legit like listen to their albums, and today there's like they're trash. Like I hate them. Like you would jam.
Yeah.
This with me at recess. Yeah. After school, like don't no.
Yeah.
I know you. I think you're trash now.
Yeah. I tell you the one that I give them is their cover of House of the Rising Sun.
I absolutely hate that.
What?
I'm sorry. Like Ivan's voice in that song, he tried too much. Like I want Eric Borden to sing it. You know, some songs you just don't need to cover. Some bands don't need to cover certain songs, and that's in my opinion. It's them and the Animals. I don't knock anybody that likes it, but it's just not me.
Fair. When you said that, what song did they cover? I have to look it up now. Gym Class Heroes covered, I want to say, Gym Class Heroes covered Lay to Rest by Lamb of God. And it was like, somebody should have stopped them. Somebody should have said, don't do this. It just, because they don't even do the whole song. And the singer of Gym Class Heroes, wherever they are now, it's not even like he's a singer. He just raps. So like them doing Lay to Rest by Lamb of God, I'm like, what's happening here? And it's just terrible.
Did he rap Randy Blythe stuff or?
I don't like. It was like he tried to like sing it, rap it, and then I think he only did. If I remember the video, he did like the first like section of the song. So then the guitars can do like the riff,
Yeah.
And then like that's where they stopped. And they did it multiple times.
Oh no.
No.
Do you know the pop singer Lorde?
I
The
don't.
one that sings Royals?
Oh, okay. Yep.
She did a cover of All Apologies at Nirvana's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction.
Uh-huh.
She did it with Chris and Dave Grohl, and it was awful. I did not like it at all. I'm very picky about people who cover Nirvana. Like, if you're going to cover it right.
Yeah. Don't put your own spin on it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, do it the right way. Don't cover it at all. Did you see Post Malone's show of him covering Nirvana songs?
No.
You should check it out. He did Nirvana justice, like, flawless. I love it.
He's low-key talented, and I didn't notice. Like, I missed it.
He really is. He's really... His genre is so neutral because he changes up on you, but when he, like, shows you what influenced him, it's like, okay, I understand now. That's how I was with him.
Huh. Yeah, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Because he, like, I saw something online. A friend of mine posted, like, and the thing was like, oh, I misjudged Post Malone or something. They made it funny somehow, and you know, it's like what he looked like at first, and then it's like him, but like playing guitar and like shooting guns and like smoking cigarettes and like singing Nirvana songs, like. And you're like, oh, like he's actually like seems like he's probably a cool dude. He's not what I thought he would be.
I think what's that song called? White Iverson.
Yeah.
That he did. That I was when I first heard that, I was like, what's this?
Yeah, what's happening?
I got to know him more. I'm like, okay, I fuck with him now.
Yeah, it's really weird. Somebody who's like that I always reference is John Mayer. Because he has a jazz band that's really good. He tours with somebody now, right? Isn't he like now the lead singer of an established band? I can't.
I didn't know that.
It'll come back to me. But he was like, because you know he made like Wonderwall or whatever songs or Body's Wonderland, and he said like I make those songs to make money to play good music because his jazz band wouldn't make money. So he made all that garbage to fund the music he actually wants to make. And I was like,
so cringy.
It is, but like it makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
There's another band, I'll send it to you later, Whitechapel. And you like, did you hear that song? Oh my God, now that's leaving my head. He did a song where the guy like actually sings. Mm-hmm. And in the video, it's like the kid's mom like ODing or something, and to me, it's like that Five Finger Death Punch song. Well, I mean, I like the cover, but like a song where the person tries to be different, and I'm like, oh, like this actually is really good. You should do more of that stuff.
I'll
look for it and send it to you.
Cool.
So what made you go with Tool as the band to mock?
See, the thing with that, a lot of people, when I first did that video, a lot of people thought I was like really talking about Tool fans.
Yep.
But I am a Tool fan. I used to be that type of Tool fan.
Oh.
So I was pretty much making fun of myself too. As I got older, I started listening to, Maynard's lyrics. I'm like, did I really jam to this? And I just out of nowhere, one Sunday, I just decided to give it a try. I didn't expect for it to go as viral as it did.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing videos for a while, and I was viral a couple times, but that video right there, that video went everywhere. Yeah. I've actually had like a lot of people reaching out to me like, bro, I'm a Tool fan. It's so true.
Yeah.
And crazy thing about that though, the lyrics that I put in that song was actually a Facebook post I did a few months ago.
Oh.
It was like Tool lyrics be like da 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 da. And I was like, I'm gonna go back and try to put this into a song. And try to sing like Maynard did, and it turned out pretty decent.
That's legit. For everybody who's watching, by the way, Wait, plug your Instagram. I haven't had you do that. Plug your social media. I haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah. My Facebook is Todd Brown. Instagram is the Grunge Kid 20. TikTok Grunge Kid 25. SoundCloud.com/the Grunge Kid. That goes to my band's site. Check out my music. My YouTube is Todd Brown, and my picture is me behind a drum set. You know, don't confuse me with with 3 white dudes above me.
So what I wanted to do was play that second video you made, so everybody can see that one, and then we'll jump right back. So let's take a look here.
Cool. Okay, you're definitely gonna like this one. Bashing walls, I am the cat. Smashing twigs beneath the sun. Drinking breast milk from the ferrets. Dancing monkeys, kidney stones. Ashy feet. Smoke some weed. Passenger. No backseat. 9. That's how you say no in German. Why does Sonic cost too damn much?
Awesome.
Shout out to Eric Epson. He made that instrumental for me, and I just recorded, sang the lyrics with it.
Love it. Were you also because in my school, the kids that were Tool fans were also, it always feels weird saying that too, because like you're not calling them a Tool, they're just a Tool fan. Anyway, the Tool fan group was also the Slipknot crew, the System of a Down crew. Like, oh
my God, yeah.
Was that you too? You were in that?
That was me too. I love Slipknot, System of a Down. Yeah. I love all of them.
Yeah. System actually scared me. The Chop Suey came on TRL, and I'd actually mute it because I was like, I think they're calling demons in my house. I was full bore like Christian music at that point. I'm like, whoa. And then Slipknot, I used to hate Slipknot, I think because of the kids who liked Slipknot. And I was like, yeah, they're stupid, whatever. And then like now I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, so good.
I almost started not liking Slipknot after Psychosocial came out.
Yeah.
That was the song that everybody would play, and people get carried away with it.
Yeah.
And just make you not want to listen to them anymore. Like, dude, it's Slipknot. Like, you can't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's not that serious.
Yeah. What about System of a Down? Like, were you a fan of theirs, like kind of from the jump, or you jumped around?
I had a friend. There was a new student from school. He came from California. His name was Joe Evans. Me and him became really good friends. He introduced me to System of a Down. He let me borrow his what was that album? Hypnotize album?
Yeah.
Yeah, he let me borrow that. And at first I was like, okay.
Yeah.
This is different.
Yeah.
But then Toxicity came about. And I was like, okay. Toxicity, then Chop Suey, and then Question got me. That song right there is crazy because I wanted to learn to play that. That blew me up. That blew my mind, man. I was like, oh man, I got to learn that.
The video, Aerials, that's what hooked me. Like,
Aerials was good too.
Yeah, that was the one that hooked me. And then the album that got me was Steal This Album. That one I was like, I mess with them. And I love the fact because that was like now peak Napster days. And they're like, yeah, like actually go illegally download this album, steal this album. And I was like, all right, that's what I did.
Me and my cousin, we had a little band at the time. Like we would play Chop Suey and Toxicity a lot. I think we played Chop Suey mostly, but everybody really liked it when we covered it. I love playing it on drums.
So you play drums, guitar, and what else?
Bass.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I did bass first, because for some reason my fingers don't like guitar. Like, I don't know what it is. I've tried numerous times. I did bass, and then my buddy and I, I went to a maritime school, like a fake military school. And we were on the ship and I was blasting Metallica in the gym. And he's like, "Oh, you like Metallica?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "And you have a bass guitar, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Want to play some Metallica songs?" I was like, "Okay." So I just started learning Metallica songs on bass. And then we're like, it'd be better if we had a drummer, and we couldn't find one. So I was like, I guess I'll learn drums for the sake of like us progressing this thing. Right. And we called the band Linebacker, and it went nowhere. We did 2 talent shows. That was about it.
I dig the name though.
Yeah, a friend actually, Sean from this bar that we like lived in, called the Four Face Liar in New York. I don't know if we told him that we started playing music, or he already knew. And he's like, we were trying. Oh yeah, we told him. We were like, oh, we're trying to think of a name of a band for our music, and he's like, Linebacker. We're like, what? He's like, 'cause you guys are both like the size of linebackers. We're like, oh, all right, Linebacker.
Hey, it worked. Whatever works.
Yeah. Wow, it's already almost 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
So yeah, just I guess wrapping it up again. For those of you listening, if you're watching as well, leave a positive review, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. I loved having Todd on the show. Some of you have seen him in the comments during HeyArcher Live, but I needed him officially on the show with his own episode. That's for sure. And I definitely don't want this to be the last time you're on the show. So I will say that.
I'm down for whenever, man. Just let me know.
Yeah, I'll say that now. I need some sort of like a nerd council type show, where like I'll have like you, Anthony, Lenny, Aaron all on, and we
count me in.
Yeah, that's what I need. If things ever go back to real life and everybody's able to travel to one place, that'd be even cooler.
I'm down. Just let me know.
So you know what? Last question before we start wrapping it up. And again, thanks everybody for listening and being here. If you could have a concert right now, 3 bands, dead or alive, doesn't matter. Now, since things are all crazy out there in the world, a concert right now, 3 bands you'd want. They don't, and they also, the thing I always like to note when I ask this question to people, it's funny, it's usually a date question. I always say it doesn't have to be your 3 favorite bands, right? And the headliner doesn't have to be your favorite of the 3, but like if you're like, I'm doing this concert in my honor, 3 bands that you'd want to do that for you.
Could it be the bands that like represented like what I played, or
it could literally be whatever you want.
Well, Nirvana for one.
Yeah. I'm guessing they're headlining it.
Oh yeah. I would have Incubus. Then Alice in Chains with Lane.
That one you lost me on. That's the one I can't.
You don't like Alice in Chains?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. There's a list of bands, right, that like I'm supposed to like and I don't. Like
man.
Alice in Chains, Trivium. Like there's bands that based on the music I listen to, I'm supposed to like, to the extent that every music app, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, when I play music, they play these bands and I'm like, no, I don't like these. Like, I don't get it.
Who are you?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you know? What songs you listen to by them that turned you off, or just overall? Just overall.
I might have to try them again. I might have to just try it again.
I might just sing you some songs that got me loving them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I might have to turn you.
So my 3 at the moment, based on our conversation. So Bury Your Dead is a hardcore band out of Boston, Massachusetts. And when I moved to Boston, part of the reason me moving, I was like, oh, I can go watch Bury Your Dead shows like all the time. And I moved to Boston and they broke up. But they did a couple shows together again. Some of the best shows ever. So Bury Your Dead's on there. I feel like we'll keep it rock music. So I'm going to go Pantera.
Oh, okay.
Who would I let headline that one? Because those 2 can do it. Bury Your Dead, Pantera. if I can go in a time machine, actually, Metallica, but Dave Mustaine Metallica.
Ooh,
Like I want full on Alcoholica performing that show.
Yes, okay.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, respect. Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably die backstage between the drinking and drug habits of those bands of those times.
Oh yeah,
But
I'd be right there with you, man. I'd be on the show.
yeah, but I was gonna choose Led Zeppelin, but I keep them like that's my only tattoo actually is a Led Zeppelin tattoo.
I knew I recognized that.
Yeah, it's the 3 circles from the 4th album.
Yes.
But what I did, so the it's supposed to be like man, woman, and child together, like make unity. But I got the circles done imperfectly because I was like, oh, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship of a family. So, but oddly enough, everybody I know with this tattoo has it in that spot. Weird, super weird. I don't get it. But Led Zeppelin is my favorite, and I'll ask you this question too if you have one, and then we'll call it.
Right.
Led Zeppelin has one of my favorite concert DVDs, like their album in Madison Square Garden. Just like the camera spanning out, and there's just like weed smoke everywhere, and I'm like, to have been there in person to see that and experience that concert must have been just like out of this world.
Everybody in there was high.
Everybody, even the cops were high for no reason.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite like concert DVD or maybe like a favorite concert?
Oh man. Recently I saw Led Zeppelin's Achilles' Last Stand, 1979.
Yeah.
I saw that one, and I play that in my car like almost every day.
Yeah.
So, that one. And Nirvana did one. It was like an In Utero concert when Germs joined him.
Mm-hmm.
And he played a lot of stuff from the In Utero album. I think that one and their Unplugged stuff, really.
Yeah. Well, Unplugged, their Unplugged is like a next level thing.
That got me like in acoustic music.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not the biggest Nirvana fan, but that is its own like changing history type scenario. Like that event, that like you said, getting like that got me into acoustic music too. I was like, oh wow, like you can play like that without all the crazy stuff, like intense.
Yeah. And Kurt always had a good voice too. It's like he didn't, and when you see that side of him, it's like, wow.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, this was fun. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed this, man. This was great. Thank you.
Sorry it took me a while to get things going. Everybody who listens, all of you who watch and listen, I have technical difficulties every single time, and this time was no different. But I think I got it running in record time of 15 minutes. I've had Anthony on for like 45 minutes for me trying to get things working. But
if I was talking too fast, I'm sorry because I'm shy.
I'm from New York and I talk fast, so it matches up. People might need to turn the transcripts on to understand it. But Todd, plug your stuff one more time. Tell everybody where to find you.
Facebook, Todd Brown. Instagram, Grunge Kid, the Grunge Kid 20. My TikTok is Grunge Kid 25. SoundCloud, it's soundcloud.com/the Grunge Kid. It'll take you right to my page. My YouTube is Todd Brown also, and don't confuse me with the 2 white guys above me. I'm playing the drums.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, everybody, you know where to find me. HeyArcher on everything. HeyArcher.com for all your fun merch. Todd will be on the show again. Yes. And most importantly, we'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace.
Thanks again.